Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Eric with the New England Jeeper here. Today we're doing a review of tires. We're talking about the MileStar Patagonia MTs. Pretty hot tire right now. They've been featured on Light Bright's channel. They just made it into a Dirt Every Day, and it was really cool to see the tires show up there. So I've been talking to a bunch of people and decided to go with these for my mud tires of choice. The primary reason is their off-road aggressiveness of a mud tire, switching from an all-terrain tire. The other part is that I wanted something that I could still drive to and from work or drive halfway across the country, have them wear down, go through the whole life of a tire and have a nice, well-mannered highway tire. So out of a 5-star rating on MileStar's website, a rating of their own, they give themselves a 5 on their off-road traction. They give themselves a 3.5 on everything else, which is dry handling, wet performance, quiet ride, tread life, and snow performance. And then they only give themselves a 3 out of 5 in ride comfort. I disagree with all of that. I think it's way too low. I've been really pleased with these tires so far. As we have almost finished a New England winter up here, I can attest they handle awesome in the snow. They handle awesome in the slush. On the highway, they are great in all conditions, dry, wet, cold, all that stuff they've done, phenomenal. So let's go take a look at these tires and why I think you should pick up a pair. So the ones that we went with are the 315 70R17, which is essentially the 35-inch tire but these tires are phenomenal on the road. I've had a Jeep since 2001, and I've had mud tires, road tires, all-terrain tires. I've had a lot of different sets of tires. I got away from the mud tires because I was driving my Jeep on the road. I was in the mud tires because I was driving my Jeep on the road more than I was off the road. The tires are cool. They look cool. They're just cool. I mean, you got a Jeep, you gotta have mud tires. It's cool. However, when you're driving it through the parking lot and you're driving up and down the road all the time and you have at least an hour drive to and from work every day, mud tires, not so cool after a while. These MileStar Patagonias came out, and the reviews off-road were really awesome, but the thing that really caught me was everybody's comments on how they were on the road. So I decided to give these a shot and see how they worked, because I still want to have a mild-mannered sleeper kind of TJ that I can drive to work comfortably if I want to, but I really want the aggressiveness off-road. So that's why I went with the mud trains, and I thought these might fit both roles, because watching them off-road, they're pretty beast mode out in the West Coast. We'll see what they do over here on the East Coast. But what I really liked about these is they did great in the snow. They're really awesome in the highway. As we've gone almost through a full New England winter here, they're just great driving around on the road in the snow. The big lugs kick the snow. The siping helps cut with the snow and the water. I've had really great traction with them in the snow, where some of the other mud terrain tires I've had before, admittedly years ago, didn't really do well in the snow at all. They got packed, and yes, they would void the lugs, but if you weren't in actual packed snow and you were driving around in like the slushy, gooey stuff, they got kind of full and sort of slippery. These ones just did great in everything. We've gone through ice, rain, full snow, in the middle of snowstorms, driving around just to test it around, stuff like that, and it has just done excellent. Flying colors all the way around. Really pleased with them, and they look pretty sweet too. So let's take a look at the tire itself and just talk about some of the features of the tire. So as we can see, we've got a really nice aggressive tread pattern. I'm still a little overinflated. You can see the knobs are worn in the middle, but not on the edges yet, but we'll get that dialed in.
But for the purposes of the video review, they're nice, deep lugs. They have a great contact pattern that's similar to older military tires. If you, let's zoom out here. If you look at it down the center row of the tire, you've got a nice contact path, and then you got the lugs on the outside that are going to bite really well. The thing that really stands out to me when driving these on the road is their quietness. They ride really quiet. Again, they're a softer 3-ply, so there's flexibility. They're not really super hard, and I think that helps contribute to the road manners. Definitely helps contribute to the grip off-road in the rocks, and they're awesome. They're the first mud tires I've had that I would say are a joy to drive down the highway, and they look really cool.
We have MileStar Patagonia MTRs. Definite thumbs up by me. Hope you enjoyed the video review. Hope that helps you make a decision. I do want to give a special shout out to Dan over at DMR OffRoad in Middletown, Connecticut, for helping me make some decisions on going ahead and getting these tires and then doing the install for me. Couldn't be more pleased with their service. If you live in Connecticut, I recommend them. Look them up. They're centrally located, pretty easy to get to. Shoot, if you live anywhere in New England, I definitely check him out. We'll be going and visiting him soon as we do the re-gearing, and I'm going to have him do that for me, as I'm not quite up for that task yet. But hope you enjoyed the video. Again, like, subscribe, and tell your friends about it so we can get a few more subscribers out there. Really appreciate it.